Hello people, and welcome to the new series of this channel. In this series I'll be traveling 24 hours, well between 24 hours to 48 hours to different cities and do travel photography. So yeah, my goal in this series is pretty much to show you the gear that I'm packing, places to go in that city where I'm going, what I'm looking for in this travel photography places. So in case you're the same kind or similar kind of travel photographer as me, who just go to places and want to actually capture something that's in my interest, but something that also looks good and not just a museum or some art gallery kind of thing. So now we're in Köln, well, Cologne in English, and it's in Germany, so I'll be here for the next 24 hours. And then after the city, I'll be going to Düsseldorf. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy this new series of my channel, and if I need more improvements, well, I'm sure I will need more improvements, but if you see or if you have some opinions that you want to share, then just comment down below. I'll be more than happy to read it and then improve my next videos with your comments. Thank you and enjoy this new series. Hey guys, so now I'm going out to do some photo shoot and actually pick up my friend. Well, photo shoot. Just taking pictures around the city for now. I just put all the stuff in the wardrobe and have the luggage settled down and everything. So now I'm just going out to Central to pick up a friend and do some photography there. And yeah, usually I don't really travel with friends when I go out and do travel photography, because you know, when you go out and take pictures, well, if you want to do some really cool looking pictures, well, take good pictures, you need some time, and sometimes you'll be waiting there at the same spot for like 10 minutes, you'll just annoy your friend. But apparently my friend wanted to share the hotel cost with me, so why not just share a room? And yeah, and I'm just picking him up. He never came here before. Well, I'm a German, so yeah, I don't look like I'm German, but I'm a German. So I know how to get around places here and there, but he's not, he's Korean. So yeah, I'll be a little guide tour. It's only my second time here in Cologne though. My first time was like 4 years ago. No, 6 years ago. But yeah, I'll try to remember places. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention my gear. So for today, I'm planning only to use like one lens and one camera type. So I'm bringing the Canon 5D Mark III and the 16-35 f4L USM. Yeah, that's the setup that I have today, but I need a big bag simply because I need a place to put this camera, which is the 70D, and it's using the 10 to 18mm lens, so it has roughly the same focal length, so it's pretty much from like 16 to 28 or something on paper, and it's not as long as my 16-35, but yeah. Anyway, enjoy. Yeah. You good? Good to see you. Hello. I'm David. Nice to meet you. Keep it warm.
I know it's fine. Yeah, our bus is late.
So now for the first location, we are now in the Cologne Cathedral. No wait, the Cologne Cathedral. Yeah, get in the frame.
Hi.
Yeah, that's a friend of mine.
Yeah, I'm assistant.
Yeah. Hey, so obviously before you travel anywhere between 24 and 28 hours, or even less than 24 hours, you will obviously need to make a plan, because if you're traveling to some sort of new places, maybe it's not entirely new, but maybe it's only your second or your third time there, but maybe your first time as a visitor. You might want to write a little plan and where you really want to go to visit, to capture the moment of that city, here and there. And obviously depending on what type of traveler you are, your plans will be different. Well, definitely probably different than mine. So I'll read out my plans now. That okay, because I'm traveling with friends, I'm planning to visit the old town, Cologne Cathedral, the St. Guillaume's Church, Old Town Hall, St. Pantaleon Church, and 2 other places that we didn't really get to visit. Well, we got to it, one of them, so it's a cable car, Cologne cable car. We actually went there, but we did not went on a ride. That's actually on the first place to visit on the first day, but so what happened was we took a walk there, and the cable car wasn't really as high as we expected. There was this bridge right underneath it, and it's not that much taller than the bridge. So we ended up just crossing that bridge and taking the pictures from that bridge. And yeah, the cable car was only a bit higher than that, so I don't think it would have made such a difference. I mean, the price is also not that expensive. It's $4.50, and one thing when you write notes, you also have to include like the opening hours and the prices, whether it's worth it to go. But obviously, just because by the time you get there to the location and you don't feel like doing something that you plan at the location, in this case, we don't feel like going on the cable car anymore because it's not that high. So just think of something different, maybe walk across the bridge and look for different viewpoints of the city where to take pictures from. I like to take pictures against the sunlight, so I tried to take pictures against the sunlight from different angles, both the group pictures and just the picture of the city itself. So by having the plans, it does give you the advantage of you will know how much time you need to spend at the place, because in this case I did write like how long it will take from this place to that place, and how much time we'll need approximately to spend at that location. So you know exactly, well, I know exactly how much time I have at that location if I want to do something different, if I still can go up on another bridge and take different pictures. My second tip is when you're shooting, even though you're walking straight, and when you take pictures of this point, that point, whichever point you find interesting, always look back, because the view when you're taking a picture of a certain object from this perspective is always different if you actually walk past it and then look back and look at how it looks like. So always try to look back after you take a picture of this certain point where you think it's interesting, because you might find an even more interesting angle elsewhere. And the reason I'm actually filming this when I'm at home now is simply because I learned that it's not easy filming outside without a microphone. I had microphones with me, but it was in my hotel because it was a film production microphone, so my shotgun was already like that long, and if I had to record with my shotgun mic, I need an XLR cable, and to be able to plug in an XLR cable, I need my sound recorder, and obviously I will not be carrying my big shotgun mic, my big sound recorder, and my 10 meters long XLR cable, because it's just not practical if I'm just going to do a simple video when I'm outside. It will catch attentions and everything, but I'm so sorry for that. I actually filmed a lot of things. Like behind me, I am editing this very video right now, and I actually have to do this simply because, I don't know, a lot of those footage just doesn't look good, doesn't sound good and doesn't really look good anymore, simply because the audio just kills it all. On another note, when you're looking at the weather, when you're going to travel, like the weather forecast, don't only look at the temperature and whether it's going to be cloudy or sunny. Look at the specific detail of the wind and everything, especially if you're going to vlog there. So the wind can play a big role, even if you have your windshield on your actual mic. Just look at the speed of the wind that's coming, so you know that if you're going to get good audio when you're vlogging there or not, or it's better to do a voiceover. In my case, obviously this is my first video. I wasn't thinking about that, and yeah, I'm learning it the hard way. So throughout the entire trip in Germany, I will need to keep on filming myself like this. Now, just because you have a list of places to visit does not mean you have to follow the exact plans. When I was planning this, I was just planning, okay, what's the most practical point to visit? So, well, not only that, but like in terms of how easy is it and how fast you can go from point 1 to point 2 to point 3 to point 4. So this was just my list, but because I was traveling with friends, first of all, it will be a little bit slower, not a little, a lot slower. And we just didn't get a chance to actually follow these through. And the castle, the palace, the seventh location that I was planning to do on the very last day before we catch the train to go off to a different city, Amsterdam, we had to cancel out, like, wow, that was like the only location where I really don't feel like cutting out, because it's such a beautiful place looking at it from the internet. So I really wanted to capture that, but time doesn't allow, and obviously traveling with friends, not a friend, but with friends, so you're traveling in group, you have to consider the time, like this picture, I mean, this person will want to take this picture, that person will want to take that picture, and obviously a group picture as well. We need everything time-wise. You just need to be so careful about it.
So this is David.
Hi, this is the camera store in Cologne that I apparently like now because I just bought some films. 1 black and white and 3 colored films.
No, this is blocked.
Yeah, so now we're going to church. Yesterday evening we managed to cover quite a few locations. So, yeah. So we covered the town hall and one other church that I can't pronounce. Well, I don't have the name in my head right now. Simply because I do not remember. But like, we were walking at around 1 o'clock in the morning and we came back at like 3. And I woke up at 6 this morning, so it has been an intensive trip for me. And now we're going to our last 2 locations. Yeah. Let's do it.
So here we are again at the central station, which is Hauptbahnhof. Hauptbahnhof. And we're heading to other church.
Yeah.
Which name is?
I think it's something like Gereon.
Oh.
But I will need to look it up on my 21st century device called a smartphone. Okay. Let's hit it, man.
So now we are almost at the church.
Yep, that's our church. Well, not our church, but that's our destination for now. We'll just walk around and see, like, well, find interesting angles and maybe go inside to have a look. Let's just get across the street over there.
Okay.
Yeah. It's super hot. Super hot. My back is burning.
Yeah.
So we just finished taking some pictures inside with the smartphone and my camera. Yeah, it was actually quite interesting. Outside here is super warm, but inside it's just super nice and cool down. Just want to spend the rest of the day inside because of the temperature. Otherwise, it's actually a really nice church inside. A lot of art. But make sure you whisper when you get out.
So now we are heading back to Cologne Central.
Yeah, Cologne Central.
And we'll meet 3 other girls.
Yeah, 3 other friends of us, and well, of ours. Yeah. And then plan our next destination and how we're gonna do that. Well, how we're gonna get there. Okay. So there was a slight change in plan. So the girls decided to continue shopping, and so we decided to actually go inside the Cologne Cathedral because yesterday we were in front of the Dome Cathedral. We were actually just taking pictures of it right in front and right from the side of it, as well as in the evening. We also took some pictures in front and beside it, but we actually never gone inside. So we decided, okay, why not? If the girls decided to continue shopping and delay the appointment a little bit further, we can just go into the Dome Cathedral and have a look inside. And as you can see from this GoPro view that I mounted on top of my 5D Mark III, that it is actually a little bit crowded, but I think it also depends on the time of the year, the time of the day, things like that. So right now it's pretty much getting towards summer as it's May, so there will be a lot more tourists, as well as this is on a weekend, so you can't avoid the tourists. But yeah, looking inside, it's actually really nice and calm despite the crowd. I don't know. Sure, there are a lot of people, but because of the beautiful, well, I think it's a beautiful architecture and structure, and as well as, like, you know, it's not from current, it's from a long time ago, and there is a feeling of being so calm, and I just cannot explain it. There's a feeling that just calms me down, and a feeling that, okay, it's not so busy despite the fact that there are a lot of people. I cannot really explain. You have to really visit it yourself. But then again, everyone will have their own opinion about places where they visit. As of my opinion about Cologne so far, it's been a really nice place. People are a lot friendlier than, let's say, the northern Germany where I grew up. So yeah, just enjoy the footage from the GoPro, and after the footage from the GoPro, there will obviously be my final images. We're now in Starbucks with the girls. And slowly. Look how messy they are.
see how rude she is?
Oh. Actually, so we are staying here before finishing our trip here.
Yeah.
And our last course, where is it?
Central Station.
Yeah, before that. Yeah, it's Karstadt.
Karstadt.
Yeah, which is like very big shopping
Another
mall.
6 minutes walk down this thing.
Yeah. And probably, I don't think we're gonna take pictures in there, so maybe see you in Central Station.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
This is heavy, that's super light. Okay, I made it to the train station after a big rush. And he's taking pictures. Last moments. Platform 5 in our sight. This is our train, the Deutsche Bahn EC. So overall, we actually like Köln, or Cologne in English, very, very, very much. We were quite sad that we had very, very little time in Cologne. We wish we had a lot more time. And we also wish we had a lot more time to actually explore, because we were traveling in, I wouldn't say a big group, but still a group of people. So everyone had different things to do. Everyone wanted to see different things. So we could not always stick to our plans and always be on time. That's why we had to go out at like midnight to like 3 o'clock in the morning to just see the parts where we missed out on the daytime. But it's not a bad thing, because we get to see how that place would look like at night, at least, because in the daytime it would usually be a lot more crowded, things like that. So you get to see we got to see the other side of the location. Overall, we really, really like Cologne. We wish we could have stayed longer. I mean, it's such a nice and vibrant city. There's a lot going on. There were a lot of musicians here and there playing music. There were artists. There were a lot of things that went on in the city, and we can just never capture it all, which is something we really, really highly appreciate. It's not gonna be like a travel destination for those people who doesn't like traveling in cities, because this is like a city life kind of thing. But if you're a type of city traveler, or even a bit of countryside traveler, Cologne will probably not disappoint you. It might not be the most impressive destination for many, but I'm sure that it's worth a visit. There will be more of my images from this trip at the end of the video. For now, thank you very, very much for watching, or even watching until this far. I know that I have a lot to improve, especially the video side and the audio side as well. So I know that I should invest in the audio and these things, because I just learned the hard way that obviously I shot a heck a lot of things, but I couldn't use them because of the bad audio. So in the future episodes, I will try to improve on my audio so that I don't have to delete a lot of my footage, and I will be able to use more footage to make the video more interesting. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice journey.